fund. I always say that before you set out to investing, it's very important you do have an emergency fund. Now, what is an emergency fund? This is an amount of money that is dedicated for emergencies. Say, for example, you lose your job, or maybe your source of income is out, or maybe you need to take care of an hospital bill, or something break in the house, maybe car accident, and so on. You do not want to find yourself in a position where you would have to liquidate your investments to go and take care of your emergencies. Because especially when you're investing in volatile market like stocks, maybe crypto, it's going to be hard to determine when is the best time to withdraw. So maybe it is when you now need money, that is when the stock market is red. And also, if you go ahead to invest in real estate, for example, or acquire land or properties, it's not very easy to sell a land. It's very fast to buy, but when time comes to sell, you can't sell it so quickly. Even at a distress sale, it takes time. So it's very important you have an emergency fund, and this money should not be in an account that has risks associated with it. It should be in a risk-free account. I usually recommend for high income earners to have their emergency fund in their domiciliary accounts. It's not every money that you have that must be invested. Some money should just be there, seated, idle, not doing anything, so that when such emergencies come, you can take care of them without liquidating your investments. Now, investing without a plan is one of the biggest mistakes anybody can ever make, because if you do not have a plan on how you want to be investing, the following the crowd is going to be very, very easy for you to do, because you don't have direction, you don't have a plan. So, they will often say that failure to plan is planning to fail. So, if you get into investing without having an investing plan, I can assure you that you will make several mistakes, because you're going to panic when people are panicking, you're going to be greedy when others are greedy, and so on. Then another mistake is timing the market. This is very applicable to people that are involved in the volatile markets like crypto and stocks. They always want to know when is the best time to buy a particular stock or crypto. They're waiting for it to go low so that they can buy the bottom, or they're waiting for it to go high so that they can sell the top. It doesn't always work that way. I always tell people it is better to do dollar cost averaging than to time the market, because when you time the markets, you put yourself in a difficult position where your emotions is in charge. And when it comes to investing, you have to kill your emotions, because if your emotions is in charge, you're going to make serious mistakes. Now, lack of patience is another underlying problem that most investors have. They want to invest today and reap tomorrow. That is not what investing is all about. Like I said earlier, investing is not a get rich quick scheme. If you want to get rich quick, go and start a business or go and do some other form of activities that would turn money into multiples quickly. But when it comes to investing, you need to have patience. I always say think in years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That is the only way you can benefit from investing. Now, this is not to say that in the short term your investment will not pay you. If it pays you, good, be happy, but don't plan for short term, because if you plan for short term profits, you'll be disappointed. And that's why some people today are selling their Bitcoin at a loss, selling their stocks at a loss. And I was discussing with a friend, and he told me that it's out of stocks, out of crypto. Why? Because in 2021, when stocks was doing very well, it kept on buying with all that money he had. At 2022, when there was a downturn, he needed money, and now he had to liquidate. And now, in the essence of liquidating, he sold at a loss for some of the stocks he bought, and now he's not happy. But this is the time in 2022 when stocks were going down. That's when he should have been buying. But because it was one that had no patience to wait, he lost that. And now in 2023, the stocks have recovered and they're going higher. I mean, in 2024, way more higher than it was in 2021. Another problem is not diversified. I always say, do not put your eggs in one basket. Even the scripture says, spread your bread upon the waters, for you do not know the one that will return back to you. Do not invest in one opportunity, no matter how beautiful or nice that opportunity is. Do not invest in only real estate or only stocks, only crypto. This is a very wrong thing to do. I remember when we had this bull in 2021, some people I know left the stock market to go full time into the crypto market because they felt stock market was too slow. Imagine. And now they went into crypto full time, putting all of their money in one basket. And now 2021 bull run ended in November. In 2022 beginning, we had, you know, price falling, and a lot of people, are now in pain because they put all their eggs in one basket. This is one thing a smart investor would never do, and I recommend that you should not do it. Do not invest all of your money in bonds or in mutual funds. What you're going to be doing is denying yourself of big profits that can come in the nearest future. Now, diversifying is a way of benefiting from high risk investment opportunities, and also protecting yourself by investing in low risk opportunities, so that when one is not doing well, the other one is doing well, and you are happy at the end of the day. That's saving. Why should you invest over saving? Number one is that investing helps you to hedge against inflation. Inflation in Nigeria today is over 23%. So if you are saving, you're not going to be able to beat inflation, because a typical savings account in Nigeria does about 4% per annum. Even if you are to go for the high income savings account, you're still going to be looking at around 10%, 12%. It's only investing that can go above inflation rates. Now, it also help you achieve your financial goals. Maybe you want to retire early, you want to build a house, whatever dreams that you have that is related to money, only investing can help you attain it. Saving in your bank account is not going to scratch the surface, even if you are a high income earner. Now, alternative income, that's what investing will do for you. So if you invest in opportunities like stock markets, you could be getting dividend income, or you invest in the real estate market, you could be getting rental income. Then it also helps in the risk management. So instead of having all of your money in one local account, you can have it in different investments opportunities, so that when there is a downturn, maybe for a particular bank or the particular country, you're not affected totally, because you have your investments or assets in different places. That will help you to build wealth. I always tell people you cannot save your way to wealth. The only thing savings can do for you is to save it tomorrow. And for some persons, their savings cannot even save them tomorrow, because inflation is increasing higher or faster than their income is increasing. So the only way you can sustainably build wealth over time, especially if you're a salary earner, is by investing. I always tell people that if you're young, under 30 or under 40, you should be investing aggressively, because now you don't have so much responsibilities from your immediate family. And this is the time you should allocate so much money to investing for your future, except you want to work till 60, or when you can no longer work. Now, what is the benefits of setting investment goals? There are some common investing mistakes that many people make, even people that have been investing for a long time. First one is not having an emergency fund. I always say that before you set out to investing, it's very important you do have an emergency fund. Now, what is an emergency fund? This is an amount of money that is dedicated for emergencies. Say, for example, you lose your job, or maybe your source of income is out, or maybe you need to take care of an hospital bill, or something break in the house, maybe car accident, and so on. You do not want to find yourself in a position where you would have to liquidate your investments to go and take care of your emergencies. Because especially when you're investing in volatile market like stocks, maybe crypto, it's going to be hard to determine when is the best time to withdraw. So maybe it is when you now need money, that is when the stock market is red. And also, if you go ahead to invest in real estate, for example, or acquire land or properties, it's not very easy to sell a land. It's very fast to buy, but when time comes to sell, you can't sell it so quickly. Even at a distress sale, it takes time. So it's very important you have an emergency fund, and this money should not be in an account that has risks associated with it. it should be in a risk-free account. I usually recommend for high income earners to have their emergency fund in their domiciliary accounts. It's not every money that you have that must be invested. Some money should just be there, seated, idle, not doing anything, so that when such emergencies come, you can take care of them without liquidating your investments. Now, investing without a plan is one of the biggest mistakes anybody can ever make, because if you do not have a plan on how you want to be investing, the following the crowd is going to be very, very easy for you to do, because you don't have direction, you don't have a plan. So, they would often say that failure to plan is planning to fail. So, if you get into investing without having an investing plan, I can assure you that you will make several mistakes, because you're going to panic when people are panicking, you're going to be greedy when others are greedy, and so on. Then another mistake is timing the market. This is very applicable to people that are involved in the volatile markets like crypto and stocks. They always want to know when is the best time to buy a particular stock or crypto. They're waiting for it to go low so that they can buy the bottom, or they're waiting for it to go high so that they can sell the top. It doesn't always work that way. I always tell people it is better to do dollar cost averaging than to time the market, because when you time the markets, you put yourself in a difficult position where your emotions is in charge. And when it comes to investing, you have to kill your emotions, because if your emotions is in charge, you're going to make serious mistakes. Now, lack of patience is another underlying problem that most investors have. They want to invest today and reap tomorrow. That is not what investing is all about. Like I said earlier, investing is not a get rich quick scheme. If you want to get rich quick, go and start a business or go and do some other form of um, activities that would, turn money into multiples quickly. But when it comes to investing, you need to have patience. I always say think in years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That is the only way you can benefit from investing. Now, this is not to say that in the short term your investment will not pay you. If it pays you, good, be happy, but don't plan for short term, because if you plan for short term profit, you'll be disappointed. And that's why some people today are selling their Bitcoin at a loss, selling their stocks at a loss. I was discussing with a friend and he told me that it's out of stocks, out of crypto. Why? Because in 2021, when stocks was doing very well, it kept on buying with all that money he had. At 2022, when there was a downturn, he needed money and now he had to liquidate. And now, in the essence of liquidating, he sold at a loss for some of the stocks he bought, and now it's not happy. But this is the time in 2022 when stocks were going down. That's when he should have been buying. But because it was one that had no patience to wait, he lost that. And now in 2023, the stocks have recovered and they're going higher. I mean, between 2024, way more higher than it was in 2021. Another problem is not diversified. I always say, do not put your eggs in one basket. What the scripture says, spread your bread upon the waters, for you do not know the one that will return back to you. Do not invest in one opportunity, no matter how beautiful or nice that opportunity is. Do not invest in only real estate or only stocks, only crypto. This is a very wrong thing to do. I remember when we had this bull on 2021, some people I know left the stock market to go full time into the crypto market because they felt stock market was too slow. Imagine. And now they went into crypto full time, putting all of their money in one basket. And now 2021 bull run ended in November. In 2022 beginning, we had, price falling, and a lot of people, are now in pain because they put all their eggs in one basket. This is one thing a smart investor would never do, and I recommend that you should not do it. Do not invest all of your money in bonds or in mutual funds. What you're going to be doing is denying yourself of big profits that can come in the nearest future. Now, diversifying is a way of benefiting from high risk investment opportunities, and also protecting yourself by investing in low risk opportunities, so that when one is not doing well, the other one is doing well, and you're happy at the end of the day. saving. Why should you invest over saving? Number one is that investing helps you to hedge against inflation. Inflation in Nigeria today is over 23%. So if you are saving, you're not going to be able to beat inflation because a typical savings account in Nigeria does about 4% per annum. Even if you are to go for the high income savings accounts, you're still going to be looking at around 10%, 12%. It's only investing that can go above inflation rates. Now, it also help you achieve your financial goals. Maybe you want to retire early, you want to build a house, whatever dreams that you have that is related to money, only investing can help you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Money Lessons Live. I hope you can hear me, you can see me. I hope I'm loud and clear. If you can hear me and see me, let me see your comments in the chat box. It's a beautiful night again, a beautiful moment to transform the way you monetize, the way you use your money. Rather. Okay? Tell your friends, tell your feminists, tell your roommates, flatmates, church members, mosque members, tell everybody that you know that Money Lessons is live now, and we're about to have a good time this evening. If this is your first time on a live session like this with me, my name is Ogochukwu Okolocha. I am a personal finance evangelist, the founder of Money Lessons, and the community head at Money Lessons Community. So Money Lessons Live is just an idea that came up some years ago. We started off in Telegram, having series of mind-blowing conversations like this, right, on Telegram audio. And then I think about 2 years later, we went on to start what was called Finance O'Clock on Instagram. And this year, I thought to take it, a level higher, where you're not just hearing my voice, but you're seeing me, because sometimes the gesticulation, could pass the message stronger than just hearing my voice. And as such, Money Lessons Live YouTube was born. This is the third episode for Money Lessons Live on YouTube, and I aim to host 40 live sessions, right? 40 live sessions. To tell you how serious I am with this, I have already paid the graphic designers, right, to do 20 designs upfront. So it's serious matter. So I'm going to be here with you guys almost every Saturday for the rest of the year, at least 40 Saturdays out of about 53 Saturdays that we have this year. So you guys should encourage me by always coming on time, inviting your friends, subscribing to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I also share some videos during the week. So apart from live videos like this, you have opportunity to listen to or watch short clips of me talking about money. I talk about money all the time. Anywhere you see my face, be rest assured that there's something to learn about money. Okay? Wow. Investing. That's what we're going to be talking about this evening. Okay, so I'm waiting for you guys to invite your friends. Share this link. The registration link is available on Money Lessons Community. If you're joining from there, if you're not joining from there, I'm dropping the link now in the chat box. Invite your friends, let them come and learn how to multiply their money in 2025. Okay, so investing is something I've always loved doing. I started early with investing, very, very early, as early as 2011, I'd already started looking for opportunities to grow my money. And this is a story I've told before, but I love sharing this story because some people think that I just woke up one day from somewhere, maybe like some other people that just tried a few investment instruments and worked for them, and they started teaching. For me, I have tried any kind of investment that is known to man, from Ponzi scheme to pyramid scheme to network marketing to something that is business that they said was an investment opportunity. Just think of anything investing, Ogochukwu has been involved in it. So the very first time I wanted to get involved in investing was a scheme that looked like MMM. This was around 2011, but the difference is that it was offline. So you needed to go to a physical office to give them your money, and then in 15 days time they're going to give you a 50% increase on that money. It was a very beautiful idea, and it was working for some time. I think it worked for about 2 years before I got to know about it. No, about 1 year before I got to know about it. This was 2011, right? Yes, I was my 200 level there about 2011. And so I got there. I gave them 10,000 naira. They gave me a form to fill. It was manual process. I filled the form, and they told me that they're going to give us 50% as I was told earlier, and that I should come back in 15 days time. So 15 days time, I was supposed to come and collect 15,000 naira. Now 10k 2011, the value of 10k 2011 is somewhat around maybe 60k now, right? So 10k was a whole lot of money for me because I was a 200 level student. In fact, some students today don't have 10k to invest. So it was a big deal for me. So I went to school and I didn't tell anybody about it. My aim was that if this first one that I did works out, I was going to come back and become the evangelist of this opportunity in school. So excitedly, I went back to the office after 15 days to collect my 15,000 naira that turned from 10,000 naira, and I saw a mammoth crowd of people outside. There are lots of people there crying. There were security officers. Some people were sitting there on the ground with hands on their head. There was lamentations everywhere. I was like, what's happening here? And they said they did not open office today. How could they not have opened office? Where are they? They said they don't know. They did not come. And so a lot of people started, talking about it. People were talking about it, saying that, oh, they regret, getting involved. Some people were like, oh, thank God, though, they had made some money. This one, they just reinvested back of their profits. Me, I just packed myself and left. This office was in Agbara market in between Lagos and Ogun State. If you know Lagos very well, the heard of Agbara. That's where the office was, inside the market. So it was not even airlights or it was market women. Let me just put it that way. It was mostly market women that were involved in that scheme. So they told us that they were using the money to invest in a farm business. And so when the farm, yields, they sell and they return back to investors. It was well packaged, but it crashed. Fast forward to 2016, when MMM started brewing some. In fact, it was 2015 I first heard about MMM. 2015 around November or so, but I did not pay attention to it. So in 2016, January, February, I think about April, I started seeing MMM guidance videos and testimonials everywhere. And it was fascinating at that time. And I looked at MMM, it was a lookalike of that opportunity I lost my money. The only difference with MMM and this opportunity is that MMM was online. So that opportunity was, physical. You needed to take your money to a physical office, give them, to fill a paper and all of that. So when I examined it for a while, and I decided to try it to see, because I love to try everything I talk about investing today is not just born out from reading books, right? Theory is good, of course, to have foundational knowledge, but to a great extent, they are my experiences. So if I should tell you today that don't invest in this opportunity, it's not because I'm scared of investing, it's because I have tried it and it did not just work. So I tried MMM. I think I did about 30,000 or so, and I got 45,000. I think it was 30%. How much was MMM percentage again? I think it was 30%. I can't remember exactly how much I invested, but I did try it, and I gave him back their money. my money back, after the duration. Can't remember exactly what the duration was. And so I told a couple of my friends that back then, this was 2016, towards the middle of 2016, the MMM is a beautiful platform where you could get your money doubled or increased to an extent. But I don't advise anybody to get involved in it. At that time, not many people had known about it, and I traveled for my MSc. It was right where I was away that I heard that almost every Nigerian had gotten involved in MMM. And so many people believed that MMM was real, or would I say was genuine, that even if you had told them that it was not, you appealed like an enemy of progress. It was so bad that I told everybody in my family, then my family members, that guys, stay away from MMM, don't get involved. I traveled and I heard that one of my siblings had become a guider. So it was everywhere. And for many people that were investing in MMM at that point in time, it's not because they understood what they were doing. It was because they were seeing testimonials from people that they knew, like their family and friends telling them of how they had invested 1 million and got maybe 1.5 million. Why shouldn't you believe when you see somebody in your flat, your classmates, your classmates making money? Why would you want to make money? So it was very, very difficult to stop people from investing in it. Lecturers were involved, teachers and students telling lecturers about it, lecturers getting into it, pastors, churches, everybody was involved in it. And that was one of the strong wave of Ponzi scheme we have had in Nigeria. In 2016, 2017, MMM died. It led to MMM Express. They had Ultimate Guider. We have had a whole lot of experience with bad investment opportunities in Nigeria, but it did not end there. So some people learned how to invest, or some people learned how not to invest the wrong way or the bad way by avoiding Ponzi schemes. But some people thought that they were not just lucky, and as such, if they find another opportunity, they will try to get lucky. So MBA Forex came, and many people got involved again in MBA Forex, and they believed the lie. The lie was that they were doing Forex trading. But right from the onset, I did not believe that it was Forex trading. I knew that this thing was a Ponzi scheme that was just packaged in such a way to deceive gullible people. But I'll tell you that between 2016, 2017, and I think 2020, when MBA Forex became popular in Nigeria, I had spent many months playing around Ponzi scheme in 2017. I did a whole lot of different kind of Ponzi scheme up until late 2017, or sorry, mid 2017, and I retired. So I used to be a very active player in Ponzi, pyramid scheme, get rich quick opportunities. I've done investments that promised 3,000% in 7 days. Some of them I got it, some of them I lost it. In fact, there was a time in 2017, I think around February, March, I had a group where I was tracking high yield investment opportunities and Ponzi schemes. So I'll tell you, I had to call myself Ponzi tracker at that time. So I'll tell you the opportunity to invest in and when to get out. Most times we got lucky. Most times I got lucky, but some other people that joined after me did not get lucky. I was like, what's the point of making money and other people are losing? Because I'm not a very selfish person, although when it comes to my personal goals, I'm very selfish. But when it comes to helping other people make money, I'm not selfish. So if I see an opportunity that I can benefit from it and other people would not, I will not advertise it. I will not talk about it. And even if I do, I will ensure that everybody is aware that this opportunity is damn risky and then you should avoid it. So I told as many people that care to listen to me about MBA Forex in 2020 or so. My colleagues, some of them did not believe me and they got involved in it, and MBA crashed. Till today, MBA Forex is the biggest Ponzi scheme in Nigeria. Not many people know that Nigeria's lost way more money in MBA Forex than MMM. Not many people know that, because MBA Forex minimum was $1,000. That was about 360,000 naira at the time. But MMM people were doing 5K, 2K, 10K. So there were a lot of people, but not so much volume of money. But MBA Forex, lots of money. I can't remember the exact figure, but it was in billions of naira. Is that the end of Ponzi scheme in Nigeria? No. But I've had other escapades. We have had Omega Pro, right? Even in ML community, at the peak of Omega Pro, some members were arguing with me that it was not a Ponzi scheme. I was just jealous of people making money. you know, get wetin I just you know, get wetin I never see for this journey of teaching people how to invest. Some people, when I tell them about some opportunities that are bad for them, they think that I'm an enemy of progress. People that get involved in in things like Picoin, things like Ponzi, what they call it, shit coins like Wakanda Inu and Co. You know, a lot of several kind of opportunities that could get you rich, but at the same time, they are so risky they can also get you poor. So all of this experience over the last 6-7 years is what has helped me to build Money Lessons. So Money Lessons is not a theoretical school. Money Lessons is a practical school. So if you hear me speaking about investing, it's my experience. I've done a whole lot of things. In fact, in that same 2017 is when I started crypto trading. I was just in the lab then doing my master's. My friend called me and said he had found a crypto exchange called Cryptopia, and that it was an exchange where you could use Bitcoin to buy other altcoins, and then wait, you can use the variation in price and make money in a short time. So I've tried everything, many things that you can think of. So tonight, you're going to be learning how to invest profitably, because there's actually a way to invest unprofitably. Very important. So get your book, get your bio, tell your friends that we are in for a beautiful journey this evening. It's going to be a long ride, so hope you have water by your side, your phone is charged, your internet, you have good amount of data, because you're going to be learning a whole lot today. Okay, this is not an investing webinar. It's not going to be exactly the same, but you're going to be learning things that are going to be profitable for you in the future. Some of the lessons are going to be taken away from this live stream this evening are going to be useful for you in the next 5 years, 10 years, and so on. Some of the strategies that I use in investing today, I did not learn them last year or 2 years ago. I learned them during that period where I was playing around Ponzi schemes, times like 2018, 2017. So knowledge compounds. Like I always tell people, the knowledge that you have about investing today is going to be added or useful to the knowledge I'm going to be sharing to you today. So some of us will not be able to understand some things I'm hearing, because this is the first time you're coming to a proper investing live stream or live session, right? So some things will sound strange. So just write them down. You could ask questions. Maybe I could answer at the end if there's still time. But some of us, because we have attended some live sessions in the past, and what I'm going to be saying is just going to be making sense to you. You're going to be flowing as we go on. All right. So I like to see that you're hearing me. Type in the comment section you're following. Tell me you're happy to be here, so I can go to the meat of why we're here tonight. So the first thing is, why should you invest? I've been asked this question. Oh God, why can't we just enjoy our money? Why should we invest? Right. So for many of us that are salary earners, this is about the only way you can invest. This is about the only way you can build wealth. Sorry. I put up in Money Lessons community earlier this evening that if you're a high income earner, instead of launching a business, focus your learning on investing profitably. Focus on learning how to invest profitably. One thing I see many salary earners try to do after working for a period of time is that they try to put money together to start a business. People say, oh, salary is a slave job. You should not work in a salary job for the rest of your life. Become your own boss and all of those things. It's beautiful to become your own boss, right? It's beautiful to make alternative stream of income. It doesn't make any sense that an individual is earning once in a month. However, before you get involved in business, you need to count the costs. There are some people that have started business with their life saving and all the money went into the abyss. So before you think of starting up a business, consider your time. Consider knowledge that you have. Consider skills that you have. Do you even have business acumen? One of the reasons why, despite the fact that I'm a salary earner, not many people know that I'm able to do business alongside, because I started business very, very young. I started business in university. So I'm already used to the shenanigans that comes with doing in business in Nigeria. It's very tough. Like I always say, business in Nigeria is not for the weak. So you have never done business before, and you're just able to put 2-3 million naira together, and then your friend that has been doing business for maybe 4-5 years is getting some profit in the business, and then you think that what and then you think that if you also invest in that business or start up that business, you also make profits. You'll be so surprised. Business is not straight. It's only a salary job that, no matter how bad or good you work, what they have said they're going to pay you at the end of the month is what you're going to get. In business, your output is dependent on your inputs. The day you don't market, you don't make sales. The day you don't manage your operations well, your customers are going to complain. If you make unhappy customers will not come back. I said that they will not come back to patronize you. They will go and tell other people of how bad your business is or your service is. So as a salary earner, you need time to manage business. I see what some people do, they start up a business and put somebody there to manage the business. I've done it, I've tried it. This is why I tell you again, I don't talk about things that I've never tried. Last year, I shut down one of my business because one of the reasons is I couldn't give the business close supervision. I don't want to be working for my boss and somebody's calling me about, one logistics issue or the other. That makes me distracted. This is why I talk about running a business and having a 9 to 5 is beautiful distraction, except maybe that job pays you peanuts and as so can afford you to be distracted. But if you're a high income earner or maybe even a mid income earner, you're earning around 600,000 naira to 1.5 million above on a monthly basis, your employer expects you to put in your best foot forward. And so not many of us can be able to multitask effectively. And like I said earlier, if you're not already used to running business before you got that 8 to 5, going to start at 8 to 5 after going to start that business after you have got the 8 to 5 is a design futility. One thing will suffer. I'm telling you for a fact, this is experience talking. Either the business will suffer or your 8 to 5 will suffer. You're made to get promoted in the organization, whilst you will not get promoted because you are giving mediocre attention to the job. You're not putting your best foot forward. See, in many organizations, you need to resume early, close late. And whilst you haven't done it, to give it your full attention. So how are you going to do that and manage business at the same time? Especially business that involves physical products, business that involves rendering services offline. How are you going to manage that? It's, I'll get my brother to manage it. I don't try him. I employed my friend to manage one of my businesses, and the outcome was not pleasant. I've employed my sisters, I've employed my siblings. They tried their best, but there's no way they can run it the way I would run it. There's no way anybody will run your business the way you run it. So if you want to do business, plan yourself, quit the 8 to 5 as soon as possible, maximum 6 months. Get out and focus on the business. If you cannot quit the job, do not start the business. Telling you for a fact. Now, there are some people that can be able to do it. Those people are the 1% of the society. 1%. There are people that are, exceptional beings. People that can sacrifice sleep 3 to 4 hours every day. Some of us will love sleep a lot. When I talk about sleep is for the weak, they get angry. If you love sleep, you can't run a business that would grow and a job where you're going to get promoted as well. One of them will suffer. So I'm not saying that you can't do it. You do it, of course, right? But I'm talking about business that would grow. I'm talking about career that you get promoted in, right? So I thought that I should hit on this very well because this is something I see a lot of people trying to do. What you should do instead is to invest the money. As you grow in your career, you're going to earn more money, and then you can invest more money. That money you're investing would grow to a point where you cannot retire. Like for me, I'm determined to quit 8 to 5 at 40 maximum. At 40, all of my investments should have accrued to the point that will give me good enough capital to launch, a full-blown business that can make me a multi-billionaire in Nigeria or a multi-millionaire in dollars in Nigeria. I'm not too greedy. I'm very conservative. Those some people want to become a billionaire in dollars, but they don't have any billion-dollar idea. I'm just wishing for it. So these are the things that I need to plan for. So essentially, this session is for salary earners. So you're a salary earner. I don't want to say hold your ears, but if you can, hold your ears and listen very carefully to what I'm going to be sharing with you this evening. So the reason why you should invest as a salary earner is because a point in time would come where your employer would ask you to get out. They will ask you to retire. There are many people that on the day of their retirement, they are sad, not happy. Some people say that, because they are going to miss work. It's not work they are missing. They are going to miss the cash flow. It is only a salary job that you get paid on a monthly basis, whether you perform or not. Whether you meet up to expectations or not, you get paid your salary. So that fixed income on a monthly basis is not something you want to miss. Many people, after they retire, maybe 4 or 5 years, they don't see that money coming in again. They get into depression. So because we know, as smart individuals with our money, that the point will come where our employer will ask us to retire, what then do we do is to plan ahead of that time. In fact, plan such that we retire before that time. Like I said, I want to retire before 40. So what are you doing today that will help you to retire early? What are you doing today that will help you to retire comfortably? As a business owner, your attention should be in your business, investing as much as you can to make sure that business grows. And when it has scaled, you can now start diversifying into other opportunities. But as a salary earner, you need to invest as a freelancer, as a digital nomad, as a self-employed. Invest in other opportunities because a time is coming where you're going to retire. Not just that, you're going to get, maybe you may be unfortunate, like people of Heritage Bank today. Many of them now are looking for jobs. They can't find any job as good as they had before. The company just shut down. No fault of theirs. One thing I always ask salary earners is, what if your organization asks you to leave today? How are you going to survive for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years? How are you going to survive? I tell people that I can survive without my job for 2 years, without even touching my emergency funds. My investments can sustain my cash, my living expenses for 2 years. How much can you stay without earning a salary? How long can you stay without earning a salary? Very important question for you this evening. Put it down. How long can you stay without getting a salary or without getting a contract? How long can you stay? There are some people that their business is contract basis. So maybe once in 3 months they get a contract and they start celebrating. They buy a car, buy some nice phones here and there, and the next 6 months is wilderness experience because they don't know how to plan their money. This is why I always tell some persons that it's better even go to a salary, you remain a salary earner, or you remain an employee, because it's easier for you to manage your money as an employee than to manage your money as a business owner. Some business owners, they get some quantum breakthrough in their business and they lose their mind. You get a deal of 1 billion naira when you were used to managing 10 million naira before. You're going to ruin your life. I'm telling you, if you don't have the capacity to manage 1 billion naira and they give it to you, it will ruin your life. I've seen it happen to many people. They had a very big breakthrough that they couldn't manage and they went back to the bottom after a few months. So for most of us, having to earn, a salary is best for you. Do you know why? You start the job, you start earning 200K every month, right? After like 2 years, they promote you. Maybe they increase your salary even without promotion. They increase to 300,000. From there, they increase to 400. But meanwhile, your mindset is adjusting. I can remember when I got employed somewhat around 2018, many of my colleagues were celebrating, when they were paying us on a monthly basis, were rejoicing. We're shouting testimony, testimony. That money was not so much money when I look back, but it was so much money to us. In fact, some of them have left the organization disgruntled because they say they're not getting paid enough. Now, what has happened? Their mindset has expanded. They now have money, so they now need more money. And that's why Adam Smith said that human beings' needs are insatiable. 1 million naira today can seem like big money to you, but the moment you start earning 1 million naira on a monthly basis, 1 million naira becomes nothing to you. So, but you will not graduate to earning that millions immediately. So what a salary job will do is to gradually expand your mindset. They first test you with 300,000. On a monthly basis, you're able to manage your family with that money. You get promoted. They give you another 500,000. You expand a bit. You get comfortable. You manage your resources very well, right? Then after maybe 3 years, they increase it a bit. You get used to managing with your family with that increase. And it continues to go like that, go like that, go like that. Before you know it, even the person that paid 2 million naira on a monthly basis starts complaining that the money is not enough. But just imagine that you get a job today, they gave you 2 million naira and you were earning 100K before. You will run mad. Tell you what, see, I've seen it happen, though. Some of my colleagues, when we got employed, they went to go rent house in a Lekki, 3-bedroom flat. Say they will host their friends. Don't worry, your friends should not bother. They will be paying the rent. But he tell them after 2 years, they ran to 1 bedroom. That's what too much money at a time that you don't have the capacity to manage can do to you. So having a salary job is good. Don't make anybody tell you that as a salary earner, you're a slave to your employer. Forget that shit. I'm an employer, I'm a salary earner as well. I love being the two. If I can be the two for as long as I want, I love it. But the part I even love the most is being an investor. Now, my salary gives me an opportunity to invest. So every month, I know a fixed amount of money I'm going to earn, and as such, I can invest consecutively. I'm not unsure. I know the worst that can happen is an increase to my salary. That's what that can happen. An increase. And so I can invest systematically on a monthly basis. So having a salary job is better than some people that are saying they are business owners, but they are self-employed. They're self-employed because they are the marketer in the business, they are the CEO, they are the operations director, they are the cleaner, the social media manager. The day they fall sick, that business shuts down that day, and they say they are a business owner. No, they are self-employed. You are far better than them because you, as a salary earner, you can go and leave. Yes, you can go and leave. A self-employed person cannot go and leave because there's nobody to hand over to. So don't let anybody guilt-trip you to leave your high-income or mid-income job. It's when you're earning 50K, 100K, 150K on a monthly basis, that's when it now makes sense to quit. You can start up your own business. But if you're earning 600, 700, 800, stay on that job. Unless you are very sure that business idea is going to, be sustainable over a long period of time. In fact, before you even quit the job, make sure you have run the business for a while and you are seeing consistent revenue and profits before you quit. Very important. So you should invest because a time is coming where you can no longer work. You should invest because a time is coming where you're going to be very old and you want to leave a legacy for your children. You should invest because you want to build transgenerational wealth. Many of us that are Christians today, we sing that Abraham blessings are mine. Why? Because Abraham was rich. Abraham, many servants. He was rich in cattle. He was rich in farmland. Guess what? Isaac also was rich. Jacob was rich. One thing I see that happens very well in Nigeria is that somebody works in an organization, gets paid, multi-millions, during their entire career, and then retire and start depending on their children for survival. Doesn't make any sense to me. In Nigeria, people say that train your children so that they look after you when you're old. That is poverty mentality. That is not the design God has. And I always tell people that there's never a time that we saw in the scriptures that Jacob had to send money to Isaac for survival. Or there was a time where Abraham had to call Isaac to send him money to buy fuel to run generator or to feed his animals. Never a time. When Isaac was about to get married, it was Abraham that mobilized Isaac to go and look for a wife. Just imagine giving Isaac a camel and his servants. Guys, Abraham was wealthy unto old age. The idea that you work hard, make money, and retire poor or broke is poverty mentality. You can be rich now and die rich. You can be wealthy now and die wealthy. That's God's plan. Abraham gave Isaac a camel, a servant, to go and look for Rebecca. Check the scriptures. You find out how old Abraham was at that point in time. Was about 90 years at that point. Look at in Nigeria, many people that are 90 today, they are poor or they are broke. They are depending on their children. Nonsense. This one battle I have my father every time. Doesn't like the idea that I say that old ones should not depend on their children for survival. You know, every traditional Nigerian thinks that it is the responsibility of the children to take care of their parents. It's not. If your parents had already made the mistake, they did not plan for their retirement, you too should not make that mistake. Now, I'm not saying that you should not send money to them. They already made the mistake and there's nothing they can do about it. But you are putting to hear my voice, cannot afford to make the same mistakes your parents made. So you must invest. You must invest. So I talk again about the differences why you should invest. Investing so that in case you lose your job tomorrow, you not become, broke or do not fall into financial difficulties. Invest so that you can leave an inheritance for your children. It is written, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. Some of us, we are already living up to become bad men. Yes, some of your parents are not good, according to scriptures. They're not leaving any inheritance for you. They're not good in any way. Do you want to become like them? You don't leave an inheritance for your children? How do you want to leave an inheritance for your children without investing? So invest so that you can, attain what is called financial independence. I'm sure at some point in your life, you want to have, control of your own time. You want to have control of, your resources. You want to be able to sleep anywhere you like and wake up anywhere you like. That's why I want to retire at 40. So I love the fact that, having investments can give me flexibility. So some people quit 8 to 5 to go and start up their own business and become a job owner. There's a difference between an employee and an employer and a job owner. A job owner does not have any employee. So that is not financial freedom. Some people say, I love being my own boss. Your own boss, but you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time even to breathe. So invest so that you can attain financial freedom. Financial freedom, is it possible? I was talking to somebody some months or years ago, and he said financial freedom is a myth. Guys, financial freedom is possible. Some people have attained it already. Their investments is yielding dividend and profits on a monthly basis enough to sustain their cost of living. That is financial freedom. Yes, where you don't need to work to survive. Okay, so if you are following, let me see you in chat box, type I'm following, I'm learning, I'm getting transformed in my mindset. I'm going to start investing like never before. Okay, so now I've told you why you should start investing. I've given you the fundamental reasons. There are a whole lot of other reasons, right? But I've given you basic reasons why you should get started with investing. Now, you would want to know how to invest. The first step to investing is learning about investing. So many of the investment opportunities I got involved in years ago, I didn't understand how they worked. I just got involved in it and I had to learn the hard way. Some of us have learned the hard way so that you don't have to learn the hard way. The hard way is not understanding what you are getting involved in. No matter how juicy an investment opportunity is or sounds, make sure that you understand how they make money in that opportunity. Some opportunities are not meant for you. Yes, some opportunities are not meant for you. I always say that there are no two investors that have the same investor profile. What makes up your investment profile? Your age, your investment knowledge, the time horizon. How long can you wait for that investment to mature? Your risk tolerance. Some people have very, very low risk appetite, and so if they invest in opportunities and maybe crypto markets or stock market, they can't sleep. There's something I often say that if your investment is not making you sleep, it's a bad investment for you. Your investment is meant to be working when you are not working. So if your investment is not making you to work, it's no longer an investment, it's a business. That's how they tell people that forex trading, crypto trading is not investment. It's business. Any investment opportunity that requires your active time is not an investment, it's business. If it's not a business, it's a bad investment opportunity for you. So do not get involved in any investment opportunity that makes you to have sleepless nights until you have come to the point where you can manage the risk associated with that investment. Do not get in it. Before I came on live today, I played a video that I recorded about 2 years ago for my stock investment masterclass talking about investing, of how some of my friends that were investing in stock markets, they quit the stock market to invest all of their money in the crypto market in 2021 because they were thinking that Bitcoin was going to hit $100,000. But Bitcoin got to $8,000 and took a break and started coming down. Many of those people sold at a loss. In fact, some of them today call me and say that, oh, Gochuku, I wish I had held like you. I say, yes, your risk tolerance at that point in time was very low. And as such, you couldn't manage seeing your capital drop. Many people sold and ran away from the market because their risk tolerance was too low. So you need to be very honest with yourself. As one of my colleagues I like, is very honest. He will tell you that, oh, but my risk tolerance is very low. I can't do this crypto thing you guys are doing. Don't worry, count me out. But recently I started showing some interest because, some of us, we don't get convinced because who is telling us about an opportunity, we don't respect the person's opinion. We respect somebody that, is a sibling to us, maybe an uncle, a relative. I know some people I told to invest in cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin in 2023. They ignored me, but they went to go and listen to their friends that wanted to invest in some other kind of packaged Ponzi schemes. Yes, in fact, in 2022, I had an heated argument with one of my colleagues, that was invested in Omega Pro, and I tried all my best to convince him about Omega Pro and why it was a Ponzi scheme that was going to crash. You know what? They paid him, and when they paid him, I was like, "You see, I told you it's not a scam." I said, "Guy, relax. These opportunities, they do not tell you when they want to crash. They just crash." And I told him that, see this money that you have received from Omega Pro, do not invest everything back. What you should do is to keep some in, because they paid him out in USDT. So what he did was to reinvest back 50%, and I begged him, I said, "Guy, don't reinvest back this other 50%. Use it to buy BNB and Solana." Guys, that 1,000 plus that I invested in 2022 is over $5,000 today, just investing in BNB and Solana. The other money invested in Omega Pro, gone. So these things I always share with you guys are experiences. So how to invest, seek knowledge, understand where you're putting your money. How does this investment opportunity make money? Some people don't care. They just ask, did they pay? How much they pay you? When did they pay? Rubbish questions. Some people say, is it safe to invest? What kind of question is that? What is safe to me may not be safe to you. I have tens of thousands of dollars in the crypto markets. And I've not even checked my cryptocurrency portfolio today. I did not even check yesterday. The last time I checked was when I wanted to buy USDT, which was about 3 days ago. Before you come to that level where you can ignore your money in the crypto markets, you need to have compounded a whole lot of knowledge, experience, over time. You can't invest as much as I do in crypto market today because you do not have the risk tolerance I have, you do not have the knowledge I have, you do not have the experience I have. So you have to invest according to your own knowledge, according to your own experience, and according to your own risk tolerance. And now for some of us that are available to guide you, we can tell you, guy, see, based on what I know about you, this is what you should do. Invest certain amounts in crypto, invest also and so amounts in stocks, invest also and so amounts in mutual funds. Like we are doing our investment challenge this year, I'm pushing a lot of us to take high risk. And I've told every one of us that, see, there's no guarantee. You might turn out to get 100% this year, like many people did last year in our investing challenge. I promised them 50%. Many of them did above 50% last year. This year, I did not make any promise, but there's a likelihood that you could get as high as 100%. However, there's also a likelihood that your capital can, get to half of what you invested by the end of the year. But so I'm putting us through this risk right now because this is the best time to take risk whilst you're young. I made a post on Facebook the other day that if you are in your 20s, I said if you are Gen Z or millennial, you should have at least 20% of your investment portfolio in cryptocurrency. Why? Because if the market goes down, you have time to wait. You likely do not have as much responsibilities as somebody that's in his 40s and 50s. Somebody that's in his 40s and 50s already have aged parents, aged relatives that they'll be calling every now and then for one hospital payment or the other. It's just that many of us don't think these things. Some of us, when in our 20s, we're enjoying our money, we're enjoying the life. We're throwing away money that we can send to work for us and make available in the future. See, if you're in your 20s now and you still have your parents in their 50s, you are very lucky. Many people have their parents in their 70s and 80s. Most of their income is sent to their parents to take care of their health. So don't think that you have free money now. Your parents will get old and they're likely not going to be able to plan for their retirement. As many of them do not even care about it. They say that God will take care of tomorrow. We tell them that, they should start investing. They shy away, they run away from it. They rather use the money to do one bear. So understand what you are investing in. I can't talk about this. Guys, understand how money is made in that opportunity. Understand it. Don't just get involved because your friend is making money from it. Don't just get involved because your colleague is making money from it. Don't just get involved because MoneyLessons has told you to invest in it. I know that some of us trust me. And then some of us trust me that I will always make the right judgment for you. Yes, most of the times I have. In the last 3-4 years, nobody has come back to me and said they lost money because of what I told them to do. However, you also need to get to a point where you can make investment decisions for yourself. I will not always be there. Maybe next year I will decide to stop doing money lessons. Who knows? I can start to start doing another thing. So learn about the opportunity. There are different kind of opportunities to invest in Nigeria, in abroad, anywhere you are. There is low risk asset class, there is mid risk asset class, and there is high risk. Now, there is no way an opportunity will promise you a high return on investment and also be low risk. This is where a lot of people get lost and lose their money. Many of us got stuck in Ponzi schemes because they promised us a high return on investment and told us our capital was guaranteed. This reminds me of Agro Partnership in 2019, 2020. I was one of those that got in very early. I got in at, I think, And I told a couple of people, I helped some people, get high risk opportunities. And I came back to tell some of my friends and colleagues that not care to listen, that this thing we are investing in, capital is not guaranteed. It's a lie. Some of them told us that the capital was what did they say? It was insured by lead assurance. I said, no way. Lead assurance will insure this kind of money. I can remember very well Agro Partnership at every point in time they raised money, investors invested, they raised as high as ₦1 billion per round. And I looked at it. Why would Leadway insure ₦1 billion when they have promised their investors to give them 33% in 7 months? How are they not able to get this 33% from the bank? Because at that point in time, banks were giving loan as low as 17-18%. Why are they coming to us? It's because the risk for them was very low, but for us was very high. What happened at the end of the day? Agro Partnership crashed and many investors lost their money. Some people till today believe that Agro Partnership was a Ponzi scheme. No, they were not. It was just a bad investment opportunity. An opportunity where the organizers, they got carried away with so much money that they were making or putting together and misappropriated the money. So understand how the money is being made in that investment. It was because I understood how Agro Partnership was making the money. That is why I was bold enough to tell my friends, tell my colleagues that it was a high risk investment opportunity. If I had not understood, there's no way I would have known. And the reason why I understood was because I did research. I asked questions. I went to Leadsway on Twitter and asked them, is Agro Partnership insured? They said no, the farmland was insured. That was the response. So even opportunities I tell you about, go and find out. Don't just relax. Don't be lazy. It's your money. No, tomorrow you come and say, look, I'll say, I told you. Like I always tell people. You come back to me and say that, oh, this place I put money, I've lost money. I say, I told you. So not like that's happened, but it is very important that you should do your own research. That's one thing that we talk about in the cryptocurrency market. Do your own research. Not just in cryptocurrency, in stock markets, in every opportunity. Do your own research. You could get started without having so much knowledge, because sometimes waiting to the point you have a lot of knowledge can stall you from investing. When I started investing in stock market, I did not understand what I was doing, to be honest. In 2020 March, I was fed up with investing in Nigeria because of how Naira was devaluing, and I started looking for opportunities to invest in the US, and I stumbled on Bamboo. I was one of the first set of people that started using Bamboo app. I did my KYC, and that was when COVID had already hit all parts of the world, and there was lockdown. Most of those stocks that time had fallen down in price. I'd heard about stock, here and there. I heard about MTN stock one time. They did their IPO, I think 2019 or so. So I got to know about stocks, but I didn't understand so much. And I've heard about Warren Buffett, being, the Omaha of the US stock market. I went there and I bought some stocks. I did not do any research. I just bought popular companies that we use their products and services. I bought Apple, I bought Microsoft. I looked at the transportation sector, because what happened was that when there was lockdown, the transportation industry was hit. People were no longer traveling, so their share price dropped. So my strategy at that point in time was looking for stocks that are stocks of established companies, established and valuable companies, buy their stock at a very low price and hope that when COVID, disappeared, their price will go up. Do you know that's what happened? I did not have any coach. I did not have any guider. Nobody taught me stock market. I just dropped inside like that. Bought about 7 stocks with about $400 in 2020. And that was the beginning of my stock market journey. But guess what? In 2021, when I came back and I saw that these things are still increasing in price, what did I do? I started researching, started learning about stock market. I spent nights and day on Twitter learning. That's why I learned stock markets. Nobody in Nigeria taught me. I learned from people in US, following them, the likes of Decade Investor on Twitter. So many people that have millions of dollars invested in the stock market. They're on Twitter. If you want to learn by yourself, go there and do the hard work. They'll teach you. So I started following these people, joining the conversations in 2021. As I was learning, I was sharing. And that's how Money Lessons started in late 2021. I thought I'd gathered enough knowledge to start sharing. But I'll tell you that between 2021 and now, what I have learned from the stock market is 10 times more than what I knew in 2021. So if I had waited to first understand how the stock market works 100%, I likely would have not started, and I likely would have not been doing Money Lessons today. So whilst I say that you should get knowledge about investing, do not wait till you have all of the knowledge. Get the prerequisite knowledge to get started, and once you started, you continue your learning journey. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. There is no end to learning. I learn every day about investing. Every day I learn. So you also have to learn every day. So once you have gathered the minimum knowledge, what you now need next to do is to look for opportunities to invest in. I already told you that there's low risk opportunities. In Nigeria, you have bonds. There's what is called FGN savings bond. That is the safest investment opportunity in Nigeria. Some realtors will tell you that real estate is the safest. That's true, but investing in it in Nigeria is not. The art to investing in real estate is high risk, but the asset itself is low risk. I'll explain. Many people have bought land in Lagos today and they don't have that land anymore. Is it a land fault? No. It's the process around the land ownership. Either they have bought it from somebody that does not own it legally, or they bought it from government, and government now decided that they want to use that space, like what has happened to landmark owner. They paid for that land many years ago in millions of dollars, and the government has cleared it. Does that mean that land is the problem? No. Does that mean that land is high risk? No. It is the process of acquiring the land in Nigeria that is a high risk investment opportunity. I said anywhere, anytime. Not many realtors will like me saying this thing, but it's the truth. The process of owning a land in Nigeria is a high risk investment opportunity. Why? Because you go buy land today and they'll give you fake documentation. Some of us they'll tell us that, oh, we should look for a reputable real estate company. What does reputable real estate company means? It just means that you trust that company for who they say they are. How else can you judge that they are reputable? It's just by believing that they are who they say they are. Okay, they'll take you to go and visit the land, the property. You go there, you visit it, you take pictures, and then 5 years down the line, issues come up. That's happened to many people. So this is why I do not classify real estate as low risk in Nigeria, except it's a property you bought. Property has less risk than land. An empty land, somebody can go and build first around and build foundation on it. You go drag tire. They'll tell you, say, now who put building on top land, I get land. It never happen to many people, I'm telling you. So fixed income opportunities like bonds are low risk. Treasury bills are low risk. Not just low risk, they are backed by the full faith of the government of Nigeria. No matter what happens, your capital is going to be returned back to you. There's never a time the Nigerian government has defaulted on FGN savings bond and treasury bills. But there are many stories that we hear now and then about real estate. So I'm just trying to make a clear difference to you. It's not I'm talking real estate. I have properties everywhere, not everywhere. I have properties in a couple of places in Nigeria. I talk about it all the time. I have land in Port Harcourt. I have land in Lagos, Uyo, and Asaba. Very soon, I'm going to add Ogun State this month. So I'm a real estate investor as well. So I'm not trying to shy you away from investing in real estate. I'm just trying to make you understand the dynamics that comes with investing in each investment opportunity. So when we say an opportunity is low risk, we mean that there is no likelihood of losing your capital. I'll say it again. When we say an investment opportunity is low risk, it means there is no likelihood of losing your investment capital. No likelihood. So you can invest and go to sleep. What I've said I'm going to give to you as percentage on investing is what you're going to get. If they say 10% in 1 year, you get 10% in 1 year. No story. No story involved. No, we thought this, we thought that. No story. The money you put in plus the interest they are promised, that's what you're going to get. So apart from low risk investment opportunities, we have high risk. Or before we go to high risk, we have mid risk. So we have what's called commercial papers. Commercial papers are like bonds, but it's different because it is issued by organizations, corporate entities, established companies like MTN, Dangote. They issued commercial papers last year. And then you have what is called mutual funds. Mutual funds is one of those opportunities that are commonly patronized by salary earners. The reason is because you can add money on a monthly basis. Commercial papers, you can't really add money on a monthly basis because they are one-off opportunities. Commercial papers are not available all the time. Now they are seasonal. Depends on when the company wants to raise money. And if MTN today issues a commercial paper, likely throughout that year they're not going to issue again. And for me, I do not invest in all companies that issue commercial papers. I'm very selective about the companies that I buy their commercial paper. I check their financial reports, check their Augusto rating before I make a decision. So if you're going to buy commercial paper, check that the company has probability to pay back investors. Very important. So you do not start wondering your money has gone at the end of the day. Okay? So we have commercial papers for mid-risk. We have mutual funds for mid-risk. We also have what is called real estate investment trust scheme. For some people that don't have big capital to invest in real estate, you can invest in little amounts. So there's some real estate companies that give one an opportunity to buy units of real estate. So instead of maybe investing ₦1 million, you can invest maybe 100,000 in owning some units of real estate that you can sell in the future. RiseVest has a plan like that. You can own a stake in their rental properties, and whenever they get rent from their tenants, they pay the investors a part of the rent as dividend. That's what they call real estate investment trust. So that also is mid-risk. And then for mid-risk also you have what is called again? Okay, I think I've covered it. So mutual funds, commercial papers, real estate investment trust. For high risk investment opportunities, which is where I want to be talking about mostly this evening, is stocks and cryptocurrency. I believe that this year is going to be a very beautiful year for the stock and crypto market, and everybody has to take position in it. Everybody has to take advantage of it. The stock market is where many people have made money. The likes of Warren Buffett, they grew their wealth in the stock market. The stock market is just a place where people buy and sell stocks. The stock market is an opportunity for you to own shares of established companies. So today, I'm a shareholder of Zenith Bank, maybe Apple, Microsoft, and the likes. What happens is that as this company grows, their share price grows, and as the share price grows, my capital grows as well. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so that is what the stock market is. So the stock market is not forex market. Stock market is not crypto market. Okay? So imagine today that Otedola is known as the chairman of First Bank. Why is he the chairman of First Bank? Because he has the largest shareholding in First Bank. So depending on how much money you have, you can become the chairman of First Bank tomorrow. If you can buy a lot of shares and now become the highest shareholder. So when you hear somebody is the highest shareholder of a company or of an organization, it's because the person have more units of shares in his name. And in most public companies, the chairman of that company is the person that owns the highest number of shares. So investing in a company is so buying shares of a company is indirectly giving them your money to do business. But now you're not giving your money to a maker or to your siblings that there's no guarantee of them returning back your money. You're giving your money to established businesses. They have been in the business of managing people's money over an extended period of time, and you just giving them your money is just to add to what they do. So the risk is not as high as giving money to your family member to do business. I always tell people giving money to your family member is extreme risk. If they lose that money, there's no way of getting it back. In the stock market, if the share price of a company drops, you can wait. Like what happened to Facebook in 2021, 2022. After Metaverse did not work, Facebook share price crashed. Today it has recovered and it has surpassed, the previous all-time high. So that's the beauty of the stock market. So you can buy low and wait over a period of time, and the price of your share can go up. And if that happens, you're going to have more capital. All right. So that's about the stock market. So you can own shares in companies like Apple, own shares in companies like Microsoft, own shares in companies like Meta. This year, in fact, I said I was going to be telling us about potential stocks with high potential for returning 50% this year. Those of us that are in investing challenge already told us some of those stocks. For those of us that are not there, this is an opportunity for you to hear it here. So Meta is one of those stocks, Coinbase and MSTR. Just those three stocks, just go and buy them and cheap. Coinbase, MSTR, and Meta. I can't go into details into why you should buy these stocks, but those are the stocks that I think that are going to do very well this year, amongst many others. Okay. So that's how the stock market works. You just come into the market, you buy some stocks, whatever amount you have, and then you wait. Just like people tell you to invest in land and wait, buy land and wait. The same thing, you buy stocks and wait. So investing in the stock market is one place that I believe that every salary earner should be, because it is a place where you can invest and get a high return in a short time. It's a place where you can liquidate your investment anytime you want. There's some opportunities that when you liquidate your investment, you have to wait, like commercial paper. If you invest in commercial paper, you have to wait 9 months to get your money back. If you invest in real estate, at the point you need the money, you may have to sell the land or the property as a distress sale. In stock market, there's nothing like distress sale. If you want to sell the stock you bought yesterday, today, you can. In fact, if you want to sell the stock you bought today, you can. So there's a whole lot of flexibility that comes around with the stock market. Likewise, the crypto market, there's a lot of flexibility. You can buy today and sell tomorrow. So every smart investor should have a mix of different asset classes. You should not have all of your investments in one asset class. That's the mistake that many people make. So when they hear me talk about real estate, stocks, or crypto, they think that I'm, favoring one side. No. You should have your capital distributed in multiple investment opportunities. Stock market, crypto markets, money markets that contains mutual funds, contains commercial papers, bonds, and so on. So now, moving away from crypto markets, anyways, so crypto markets, actually, let me just talk a bit about crypto markets. Crypto market was born out from an invention called Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created to make transactions easier, transparent, and faster. So today I can send money to somebody in UK without passing through the bank, thanks to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also an asset. So I said that Bitcoin is a utility, Bitcoin is an asset. Bitcoin is an asset is such that if you should invest in Bitcoin today, it has a potential of growing your capital. This time last year, Bitcoin price was $40,000. But right now, Bitcoin price is about 100 and maybe $2 or more. In fact, some people are saying that Bitcoin is going to hit about $200,000 this year. Anything can happen. So you should have some of your money chasing the crypto markets. You should have some of your money in the stock market. You should have some of your money in real estate markets. If you're an high income earner, one of your goals this year should have a plot of land. I told everybody in ML community that should be your goal. If you're an high income earner, you should have a plot of land in your name as a minimum this year. You should have investments in the crypto markets. You should have investment in the stock market. You should have investment in money market. That is how you build a diversified investment portfolio. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. The only thing. Spread your egg. What is it? Spread your bread upon the waters, for you do not know the one that will return back to you. Spread your bread upon the waters so that they return to you in multiple ways. Do not put all your investments, all your money in one basket. No matter how promising that opportunity is, diversify. So this is how you build a diversified investment portfolio. Say for example, you have $1,000 or $100 you want to be investing every month. What you could do is to choose 3 asset classes as a minimum. Okay, so what you could do as a minimum, if it's your first time with investing, you can start with 2 to 3 asset classes. So you can say that this year I want to invest in stocks, mutual funds, and maybe bonds as a minimum, right? So every month that comes by, you divide the amount of money that you have allocated for investing into these 3 different asset classes. For those of us that are high income earners, you can afford to add real estate as well to it. So thank God these days you don't need to buy real estate lump sum anymore. You can buy land in instrumental basis. There's some offers that you can buy land either over a 6 month period, some over 12 months period. So take advantage of these opportunities. Remember, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. The beauty part of investing in the crypto market and the stock market is that it can help you to raise your capital in a shorter time, and then you can liquidate some of that capital and invest in a more low risk opportunities. That's the game. So do not get involved in only crypto markets. I know this year is the year that we're going to have great returns in the crypto markets, but do not invest all of your money in the crypto markets. That is one way to lose your capital. Many people have been burnt because they got greedy. I talk about strategies to profitable investing. Number 1, diversify your investment portfolio. I talked about that already. So this year you want to invest, do not invest in one asset class. I talked about the different asset classes already. So number 2, If you are investing in the stock market or in the crypto market, do what is called dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is a system of investing little amounts of money systematically instead of investing lump sum. So, for example, your plan is to invest $100 every month in the crypto market. Instead of you buying Bitcoin with all of the $100, what you can do is to buy weekly. So maybe first week you buy $30, second week you buy $30, third week, and that. When you do that, you average your buying price. That's what they call dollar cost averaging. So that way, it helps to take advantage of market lows, and when there's high, you are not investing so much at a high price. Some people today ran away from the crypto market because they spent a lot of money investing in Bitcoin when it was at its all-time high. And when they needed money, they could not wait again. They had to liquidate. Number 3 is invest long term. Every successful investor in the stock market or in the crypto market, like me, are people that have a long term mentality. I would often say that investing is a marathon and not a sprint. This means that the day that you invest is not the day that you profit. Some people want to invest today and profit tomorrow. That's a losing game. A smart investor is one that is very patient. A smart investor is one that does not follow the head. What do the head do? The head, they panic. The head, they fear. The head, they just make rash decisions. I was watching a video of a guy that was hyping Trump coin. When Trump coin was launched, a lot of people were like, oh, no, this was the best thing to buy after sliced bread. Buy. That same guy, after some days, released on that video, blaming Trump for defrauding him. Nobody defrauded you. It's the crypto market. So when you get involved in crypto market, you should be aware that there's a likelihood of losing your money if you're not patient. You should be aware that there are some cryptocurrencies that you should not buy. In our community, our crypto community, I always tell people to stick with the Kardashians. Those of us that are hearing this for the first time, Kardashians are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and BNB. But in recent times, I reduced the list from 4 to 3. Bitcoin, BNB, and Solana. If you can buy just these 3 coins, only these 3 coins, you'll be very well profitable this year. Forget about the other noise that will come around. Even if you want to jump into buying one of those shit coins and Ponzi coins that are promised to do 10x, 100x this year, make sure you're investing a very little amount of your capital in them. That's one of the strategy. Like I told you, diversification. For me, my crypto portfolio is very well diversified, but in a very conservative manner. So I have about 80% of my crypto portfolio in BTC, BNB, and I have about 80% of my crypto portfolio in BTC, BNB, and Solana. So this avails me the opportunity to sleep well. When the market is going down, I'm not bothered. So the other 20%, I use it to buy some other altcoins and Ponzi coins. So because me too, I want to get some high returns in a short time, I play with some level of risk. So I'm not saying that I should not get into risky markets or risky coins. I'm saying that do not put all of your money in them. Like some people did in 2021. They used all of their money to buy coins like Wakanda, Inu, CKT, and the likes. They lost all their capital. If BTC drops in price today to $50,000, many coins will drop in price and not recover. But Bitcoin will recover back. BNB will recover back. Solana will recover back. Those 3 I'm very sure. Because it's something I've tracked and observed for the past 4 to 5 years. Solana is one of the latest. Solana was just recently, 2022. I started buying Solana. I started buying Solana at $18 in 2022. Today it's over $200. Calculate the percentage increase. So sometimes wanting to make quick returns on the crypto market will lead you into quick losses. So the best strategy which I advise anybody that gets to listen to me, as long as you are a salary earner, that means you earn a certain amount of money every month. Do not chase Ponzi coins, shit coins. Leave those things for jobless people because they don't have money to invest. They want to turn $10 to $1,000 in a very short time. But you have money, you are able to invest $100 in the crypto market every month. Stay away from those coins because it's your hard work that you are investing. If you don't want to invest money, you start regretting tomorrow. Since I started investing in 2019 in the crypto market again, I've not had any regrets. Since 2019 till date, I've made over 500% increase on my crypto portfolio. Over 500%. Solana alone is about 600%. Why? Because I have the long-term mentality. So if you're getting into cryptocurrency because you want to hammer next month, I beg you, want to stay away. You may be disappointed. You may get the money, but you may be disappointed. So have that long-term mentality. And that strategy to investing is not investing money for your living expenses. Don't go and invest your house rent. Don't invest your children's school fees. Don't invest your emergency funds. If you do that, you put yourself in a very difficult position. When the market is going down, you'll not be able to wait. Guys, I waited from 2022 to 2023 to 2024. All through the bear market of 2022, Bitcoin fell to as low as $17,000. A lot of people ran away. Today, they are talking about Bitcoin. Even some of the crypto enthusiasts and crypto evangelists ran away. I'm one of the few people that remain still teaching people about crypto. From 17,000, we moved to 20. From 20 to 30. When we got to 30, some people were still afraid. Some people were like, we'll go down to 15 again. But I continue buying. From 30 to 40. From 40 to 50. From 50 to 60. Go to 60, price dropped again to 40. Some people ran away again. So imagine that all these times, my house rent, my school fees, my feeding money was inside. I'll be selling at a loss. I've never sold any cryptocurrency at a loss. Even some useless coins I bought in 2021, I'm still holding them to today. I don't sell at a loss. One key strategy in cryptocurrency is never sell at a loss. Never hold. Except you bought a useless coin. Then you can try to sell off. But if you have bought a good coin where you know that has potentials, has use case like BNB and Solana, hold no matter what the market price is at this point in time. In fact, anytime the price goes down, that's an opportunity for you to buy more. Can you imagine going to the supermarket and you see discounts on the favorite products that you love to buy and you run away? Does anybody do that? Sometimes it beats my mind when I see people running away from the bear market, running away from when the price of a cryptocurrency goes down. You should buy more. Buy more when the price is low. Okay? So another thing I promised I was going to share, let me just be sure I've covered everything I promised you guys. So I didn't told you stocks to buy for high potential returns this year, 50% and above. I told you cryptocurrencies to buy. Don't worry about all of those coins that will do 10x, 10. See, be greedy, but be greedy with sense. Let your greed have control. Otherwise, it will ruin you. Many people cannot do cryptocurrency because they don't know how to manage their greed level. One key strategy to being successful in the crypto market and the stock market is the ability to manage your emotions. How are you going to be able to manage your emotions? Is that when people are greedy, you are going to be fearful. When people are fearful, you are going to be greedy. And then when people are panicking, you don't panic. In 2022, 2023, I did a whole lot of hard work in managing the emotions of people in ML crypto. Many of them are forgotten today. Now they owe me all of ML crypto. Managing emotions, telling them don't sell, don't panic, don't ignore them. So ignore the noise. As long as you are investing with a long-term foresight, as long as you do not need the money to pay your school fees or your house rent, be patient. Price may go down today, but to recover tomorrow. That's the game of cryptocurrency. Some people say I can't do crypto because the price is unstable. Guys, it is the unstable prices that make it profitable. If the price is only moving in one direction, they can be profits. They can't be profits. It is the up and down movement in price that makes cryptocurrency profitable. So if you know you cannot handle, you know, last year one of the participants of the investing challenge kept on messaging me that she bought this stock at $20. Today is $18, and it went up to $20. Now it's $14. I say, see. I have to call her. I call her attention. I say, see, come. What we're doing here is high risk. If you cannot afford to do high risk investment opportunities, sell your stocks now and run away. Stop messaging me every time the price. It is not the game plan for you to be checking your portfolio every day. That's why I said your investment should not give you sleepless nights. If it does, it's not a good investment for you. Your investment should make you sleep well. That's why it's an investment, making your money work for you when you're not working. So if you know you cannot manage the risk that comes with the crypto market or the stock market, stay away from it. When your mind has matured, you can come. Okay? So I can start taking questions. If you have questions, you can use the chat box. I'm just trying to check to see that I've covered all of the areas I promised. So timing the market versus timing the market. Do not time the market. Many people today miss the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $20,000. They miss the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $30,000. They miss the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Why? Because they are waiting for the price to go down. You are not you're not seasoned. You are not Satoshi Nakamoto. You can never tell when the market is going to go down. That is why you have to use the dollar cost averaging strategy. If the price is comfortable by you, buy. When it goes down again, buy. If it goes up, buy. Always buy. As long as you have capital and you have said you're going to be investing in the crypto market this year, buy at every opportunity you have. In fact, there's a point in time in 2023, I was buying every week, regardless of the price. Every week I was buying. Every week. $50, $50 I was buying. Today I have thousands of dollars in the crypto market. So do not try to time the market. Don't let people tell you that it's not a good time to buy. Bitcoin is so expensive. They don't know what they're saying. When Bitcoin was $50,000, I was telling people to buy. They say it's too expensive. It went to 80,000. I told people to buy. They say it's too expensive. Today now it's $100,000. People are still saying that's expensive. But who knows? Very soon Bitcoin may get to $200,000. If you buy today at $100,000 and price goes to $100,000 and $200,000, it's not 100%. So don't time the market, guys. Don't time the market. Stop saying when is the best time to buy a stock. The best time to buy is now. Stop saying when is the best time to buy Bitcoin. The best time is now. Buy now. If the price goes down, buy more. If the price goes down again, wait. Don't complain. Don't cry. Don't lament. Buy, wait. Price goes down, you buy again. You wait. That's what makes people successful in the crypto market and stock market. When it comes to successful investor like me, you must learn how to be patient. You must learn how to ignore the noise in the market. So economic trends and impacts on investing. This year, just like last year, it has been beautiful in Nigeria. That's why we have had high interest on bonds, high interest on mutual funds, high interest on commercial papers. I also think that will continue this year, but it's not going to be there forever. If you can remember, in 2019, Buhari made an announcement that treasury bills should be reduced. Why? He said that many people were now investing in treasury bills instead of investing in the real market. Real market was stock market and businesses and other opportunities to make money that is not low risk. So the interest rate crashed to about 4% from about 15%. Mutual funds interest rate crashed as well. Commercial papers interest rate crashed as well. So this opportunity that we have now to make money via bonds, commercial papers, and mutual funds, because CBN interest rate is high. CBN interest rate is about 24%. The day it drops, all of these interest we're getting from, is it 24% or 28%? I can't remember exactly. But the moment CBN interest rate drops, what's going to happen? The interest on all of these opportunities are going to drop as well. So don't get surprised. Nothing is cast in stone. Only bonds that if you invest today, whatever percent they promise you is what you get. Bonds and commercial papers and treasury bills. But for mutual funds, if the interest rate drops, they're going to adjust it immediately. So look out for it, okay? And then we have Meta. What am I telling us to buy Meta of AI? This year is going to be the AI revolution worldwide. I've talked about it on my Facebook page today. I talked about it a bit in the ML community. AI is going to be used so much this year, and Meta is leading innovation in that space. So Meta stock is going to go higher because of AI. Okay, and then I talked about Coinbase. I talked about MSTR, MicroStrategy. These two stocks are known as crypto stocks. They follow the trajectory of the crypto market. So as long as the crypto market is doing very well, these stocks will also do well. Okay. I talked about how to navigate the market risk with confidence, investing with a long-term mentality, building a resilient investment portfolio. The resilient investment portfolio is one that has a mixed asset class. There's something I always tell people that if today my cryptocurrency portfolio housed by 50%, I will not be sad because that cannot happen to my real estate portfolio. In Nigeria, real estate goes up in one direction. If you buy from a legit source, and you are sure that you own the land. Like I said, the process of buying real estate in Nigeria is high risk, but real estate itself is not high risk. So if you have a diversified investment portfolio and one asset class is not doing well, you just look at the other asset class that are doing well. Like what happened in 2022, 2023, when crypto prices were falling, I was enjoying my stock markets. I was enjoying my stock portfolio. I was getting dividend from Apple, from waste management, and some other stocks I have. I can't remember some of my stocks now. It's a long time I looked at my stocks portfolio. My attention has been in the crypto markets. So this year, my recommendation is to prioritize cryptocurrency if you're a high risk investor. Prioritize investing in the crypto market from now till March. Afterwards, you can start looking at other investment opportunities. That's my recommendation. Okay. Any questions? Put in the chat box if you have any questions. I want to say thanks for coming on this live session this evening. If it's your first time on my YouTube page, please subscribe so that you get notified next time I come on live. You get notified anytime I share a video. I post some videos during the week that are also informational, educational, and can help to transform your personal finance. So very important, diversify your investment portfolio. Very important. Do not put all your investments in one basket. Do not put all your investments in one basket. Very dangerous thing to do. Very dangerous thing to do. Personally, I have investment almost everywhere. The only investment opportunity that I've not talked about tonight is life insurance. When we host our investing webinar later in the year, we're going to talk about that. Time has gone. It's already 11 o'clock. So we're going to talk about life insurance. We're going to talk about mutual funds extensively. We're going to talk about other opportunities extensively. Today was just to build up that mindset that would help you to start up with investing, right? So all of this knowledge that you have gathered today, don't just pocket it. Use it to go and start making some investments. For investing in stock markets, you have apps like Bamboo, apps like Trove to start off with investing. For investing in the crypto markets, Bybit, Binance, depends on where you are around the world. There are different apps that you can use to get started in investing. If you're an ML community and you need guidance to how to use all of these apps, you can join our investing challenge. We have lots of video guides, investment classes, crypto classes, stocks classes that you can go through, that will help you to build up knowledge that's required to build a profitable investment portfolio. No questions. I take it that we're all happy with how tonight has gone. If this was Google Meet, I would have assumed that you guys have stepped off. But it's YouTube. I know your screen needs to be on for you to be watching. All right. So thanks everyone, and bye, bye, bye for now. I'm going to see you next week. All right. Thanks for joining. Bye.
There are some common investing mistakes that many people make, even people that have been investing for a long time. First one is not having an emergency fund. I always say that before you set out to investing, it's very important you do have an emergency fund. Now, what is an emergency fund? This is an amount of money that is dedicated for emergencies. Say, for example, you lose your job, or maybe your source of income is out, or maybe you need to take care of an hospital bill, or something break in the house, maybe car accident, and so on. You do not want to find yourself in a position where you would have to liquidate your investments to go and take care of your emergencies. Because especially when you're investing in volatile market like stocks, maybe crypto, it's going to be hard to determine when is the best time to withdraw. So maybe it is when you now need money, that is when the stock market is red. And also, if you go ahead to invest in real estate, for example, or acquire land or properties, it's not very easy to sell a land. It's very fast to buy, but when time comes to sell, you can't sell it so quickly. Even at a distress sale, it takes time. So it's very important you have an emergency fund, and this money should not be in an account that has risks associated with it. It should be in a risk-free account. I usually recommend for high income earners to have their emergency fund in their domiciliary accounts. It's not every money that you have that must be invested. Some money should just be there, seated idle, not doing anything, so that when such emergencies come, you can take care of them without liquidating your investments. Now, investing without a plan is one of the biggest mistakes anybody can ever make, because if you do not have a plan on how you want to be investing, the following the crowd is going to be very, very easy for you to do, because you don't have direction, you don't have a plan. So, they would often say that failure to plan is planning to fail. So, if you get into investing without having an investing plan, I can assure you that you will make several mistakes, because you're going to panic when people are panicking, you're going to be greedy when others are greedy, and so on. Then another mistake is timing the market. This is very applicable to people that are involved in the volatile markets like crypto and stocks. They always want to know when is the best time to buy a particular stock or crypto. They're waiting for it to go low so that they can buy the bottom, or they're waiting for it to go high so that they can sell the top. It doesn't always